Hello, this is Michał Kułakowski from Software Sales 101. I'm super excited today because I'd like to tell you about a technique which is fundamental for software sales. It is called demand generation, and in fact, demand generation is like breathing for a software seller. It is a technique which is used on an early market. And let's stop here for the moment, go up a little and talk about what market is. So by saying market, we understand a problem and a set of people who have it, a set of people who can actually be ready to solve that problem by buying your product. Now, early market differs from a late market by the level of understanding of a problem. So early market is a large group of people, perhaps, hopefully large, who have a problem, but they might not necessarily understand yet what the problem is, how to measure that, what is the good solution, what is the bad solution, and what is the list of possible solutions. Whereas the late market is a market in which those questions are already answered and the answers are well understood. Imagine, for example, that you are selling insurance. Your insurance is different from the insurance of the competitor. It has different parameters, but the problem is well understood. The customer coming to you would know that they have to ask about the sum of insurance. They would want to know what is the list of risks that are subject to this insurance. How does the liquidation process work with you? And that's it. Another example, you're selling cars. The customer coming to you would know the difference between a truck, a sports car, and a city car. They would be able to qualify what your product really is, which problem does it solve, even if specific features that you have might, of course, be different, fitting better or worse than the product of your competitor. So you're still building a match to specific need of your customer, but the customer understands inside out the problem that they're trying to solve. Early market is different. Imagine that you are selling a solution to do audits in an iPad application. Your customer so far has been using the print out sheets and pencil to send auditors in the field, do their job, come back later, consolidate the answers in one giant Excel file, and present results to their client. Now, there's plenty of reasons they might want to switch. Number one is the rewriting to the Excel file is labor intensive. It costs time and money. Number two, it is potentially error prone. There might be mistakes on that rewriting process. Number three, even more, it's a lost opportunity because those people doing the rewriting could actually be in the field doing more of the audit job to other clients. And you can say all of that, but your customer in their head, they have all their life, they have been doing audit on paper. So they will have plenty of risks, plenty of questions that they don't know how to answer. So your ability to frame what the problem actually is, how to measure success, what is the important metric versus non-important metric of success, what you can realistically expect and by when, because they've never been there, they have never done this, is actually super important to help the customer move from A to B because they've never been to the B. In software, this happens all the time because software is about selling ideas which replace other ideas, which replace even different ideas. The pace is so fast that we're permanently in the early market, permanently making our customers understand what is possible. And the good news is that in the early market, competition doesn't matter that much. If you're quick enough to evangelize the customer, make sure that they understand their life could be better, they're unlikely to be looking much farther. They will treat you as an expert, trust you, and buy from you. Whereas what matters from the perspective of the sale is timing, and we're going to talk a lot about it in the next episode, and then your ability to challenge the customer. Number one, to tell them that they're wrong, that they could be doing so much better. Number two, to stand them telling, hey, but no one has done that before. And say, yes, no one has done that before. And you can be that first one doing this and realize the advantage. That is where most of the software sales falls into. In the next episode, I'll tell you more about the life cycle of an idea, how it gets adopted, grows, and then falls. This cycle is so important in software because when you think about the historical examples, they took hundreds of years or dozens of years, depending on the application. In software, this cycle used to be 10 years when I was starting my career, and now it's closer to 3 to 5 years. So understanding what is the customer perception of the problem is critical, not only to approaching the customer in the right way and maybe even picking the right customers, but also picking your next employer or adventure more accurately. This is what we're going to be talking in the next episode, so subscribe and stay with me.